Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh, meaning He is, He exists, and Yahweh Shai means He is the deliverer. That's the true names. There is no other name under the sun. Right, never has been, never will be. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and for teaching me this 100% truth according to the scriptures through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the brothers and the very few sisters who are walking in this truth with all sincerity and meekness, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, but most importantly of all, having faith in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and enduring and waiting, patiently. Lord willing, this be a short edifying lesson. The Spirit jumped on me to make a lesson this morning, and so I got that's what I'm doing now. Because a lot of people look up to these celebrities, right? A lot of people look up to people with money, right? And I was reading Matthew chapter 4, and that's when I came across it, right? So that's what inspired to do this lesson, So people look up to these people with money. People look up to these celebrities, If you don't got no money, you ain't whatever, right? Because you'll even hear people say it in their conversations, right? It's like this. They'll say like, oh yeah, I don't know, an example. I'm going to just use an example. LeBron James, whatever. He might... You know what? Dwayne Wade, right? You might be doing some crazy shit that people don't agree with, but the thing that'll come out of a lot of people's mouths will be like, well, hey, he's a millionaire, right? Like if that gives you a green light to do what you want to do, like if that makes you somehow better, money, And we understand through the scriptures that the elect, the remnant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, the 1/3, right, starting with the first fruits, they are not they're not going to sell out, man. Basically, they're not going to sell out, because in order in this world for you to succeed, you have to sell out one way or another. You have to, right? You have to sell out. And sell out to who? To Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord, man. Your God, man. Your God, which he's only the God of Israel, right? Which, according to the scriptures, the true Israelites is the black, Spanish, and Native American man and woman. So of course, for you to make it and be rich and whatever it is, you have to sell out, man. Look at these rappers. You could clearly tell these rappers, these actors, singers, whatever it is, they are sellouts, man, right? Of our people. And what does that do? That influences our people more, especially the younger generation, right? Especially the younger generation, right? And especially, man, if your parents, if your parents, right, don't know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, how are they going to correct you, right? Just like us, right? We were taught certain things, right? And our parents, not knowing the true God of the Bible, not knowing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they couldn't correct us according to the scriptures, So it's a chain of curses, man. It's a chain. It's a generational thing, right? Like the scriptures say, man. So anyways, I'm going to read the book of Matthew, right? Let's see, book of Matthew chapter 4. Book of Matthew chapter 4, right? I'm going to start at verse 7. I just got a couple of, notes written down real quick. This is the book of Matthew chapter 4, verse 7, right? It says, right here, and you can read this yourself, man. It says, this is when Yahweh Shai was tempted by Satan, right? So you took him up in the mountain. I'm going to read it. Book of Matthew chapter 4, verse 7. It says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, man. You see, Satan took him up in the mountain. This ain't a vision. This is what actually happened, right? Took him up, showed him the kingdoms of the mountain, right on top of that mountain. Take him up into an exceeding high mountain, and show him all the kingdoms of the world, man. Of the world. He showed them all the kingdoms of the world. And the glory of them. Verse 9. And said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Verse 10. Then said Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him, unto the Lord Yahushua, right? So the point I wanted to bring out was that Satan said, bow down to me and I will give you the kingdoms of the world, right? Down it says, and said, all these things will I give thee, man. He will give you all these kingdoms. He will give you the riches, the power that comes with it, the fame, whatever, right? If you bow down and worship me, right? Now you could tell with a lot of these rappers who they worship, man, right? You know, and even in that whole Christianity singing, that's not even truth, man, because, and I'm not even going to get all into that. That's, Lord willing, I'll make another topic on that. But right now, it's about worldly, right? The rappers and these other people. And even if you're not a rapper, let's say you are a regular entrepreneur, whatever, a business owner, a real estate owner, I don't know, whatever. Right? Some way or form, you're going to have to bow down and make it. You're going to have to technically, you know, quote unquote, sell your soul, man. Sell out. Right? So we see it a lot with these rappers, you know, now that they're you know, obviously they're selling out to the Lord, man. How do they do it? By promoting murder against their own people, promoting adultery, right? Promoting drug dealing, promoting all types of shit, man. The way they dress, right? You could even go into it. Let's go into it with people that own restaurants. Oh, I'm not a rapper, so does that make me a sellout? Well, it depends, right? Because you have companies now that serve all types of people, right? Oh, come. That's why church is a sellout, man. Church is a sellout. Church is a sellout. They tell all types of people to come. Now they got alphabet churches and alphabet pastors, man. All for what, man? For money. They're all doing it for money. That's all it is. So they selling out, right? They're all selling out, man. And you and this kingdom, if like Mayweather, all of those people, man, who you think gave them that money? Who you think? God himself? Yes and no, right? Because he lets Satan do what he wants. He gives him the green light to do what he wants, right? But at the end of the day, it was gotten from Satan, man. And Satan is using people to influence an agenda and to do the wickedness of this world and everything. You see, the Lord uses people too, man. So why would it make any difference that Satan doesn't use people, man? Nations of people. The scriptures speak about that he does. You see, I'm going to read this again. It says, again the devil take him up to an exceeding high mountain, and show him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. You know? And by worshiping him is basically, you're not worshiping the Lord. You cannot do two things. You cannot worship two gods, man. You either hot or cold. You get the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 4. 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 4. It says, I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. You see that, man? The point there is in who the God of this world, man. The God of this world. And he is, right? He even offered Yahweh Shai the kingdoms and everything if you worship me. How you think so-called America got to possess all these kingdoms and all the resources, sugar cane, gold, silver, all of this? How you think? Through the devil, man. Through Satan. Through Satan. That's the only way. They worship Satan. And they do this blatantly in your face, man. Right? But people will think, nah, nothing of it. They will think nothing of it, man. You know? People will think, oh, you're reaching, or you're a conspiracy theory, or whatever it is, man. They don't see nothing wrong with it. They don't see nothing wrong with it, man. That's because the light has not been shined onto them. They're still living in darkness. Right? I'm going to read that again. It says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, man. So who's the God of this world? Satan, man. And Satan is using a nation of people to do his bidding, to do his work, man. Which ultimately is the work of the Lord regardless, man. Because Satan takes orders himself from the Lord. You feel me? Satan himself takes orders from the Lord. Yahweh, the Lord sent him to do work. That's what he created him for. Let me see if I could get it in, you know, and let me see, in 1 Kings, right? Is it in 1 Kings, chapter 22. 1 Kings, chapter 22. 1 Kings, chapter 22, verse 21. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 20. No, you know what? I'm going to start at verse 19, right? 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19. It says, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Excuse me. I saw the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left. You see, all the hosts of heaven standing by the Lord, man. You got your righteous, the angels, and Yahweh Shai on your right hand side, and on the left hand side you got the wicked. You got Satan and his demons, right? Right. And I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. So here's their discussion. They're talking about, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to persuade them? Who's going to go? They're having like basically a council, right? And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord. So a spirit comes, right? And stands before him, stands in front of the Lord. And stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so, man. You see that? Verse 23. Now therefore, behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee. You see, the Lord has put the lying spirit on them. Now we know that the Lord doesn't like people that lie, right? He doesn't like lying spirit. That's a wicked spirit to have on, to be a liar, man. Because then who's gonna believe you? Who's gonna take you serious? No one. No one. You know, as a man of the Lord, man, you should be truthful in everything. You shouldn't be lying. Your words should be, you feel me, solid, man. Your words should be good. Your words should be gold, right? That comes with character, man. You know, that comes with the Lord. The Lord doesn't lie, man. You know? But the point is that the Lord has put the lion spirit on that man. He said, go ahead, do it, and you're gonna prevail, man. You're gonna do so, man. I'll give you the see. So at the end of the day, the Lord gave that lion spirit, which is ultimately a demon, the power, the green light to go do the work of the Lord, man. He didn't just say he didn't. Demons and Satan don't just do what they want. That whole doctrine, that whole teaching of that Satan rebelled against the Lord and he got kicked out of heaven that's bullshit, man. You're not gonna find that nowhere in the scriptures, man. That's mythology. That's man-made. And this is the lies that the Christianity that everybody believes in. Everybody believes in that, man. Everybody. Even Islam believe in that. Islam, that's a lie. That's a lie, man. That did not happen. See, the lion spirit, which is a demon, is taking orders from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. The point is right there. The point is made, man. You know that the Lord controls evil too, man. And that Satan and the people and his workers, his demons, they use people. They use people to do what they need to do, man. What you think is going on today? Who you think is being used to push this way of life that's anti-Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man? You know who. You know who. Take a quick guess, man. Think real hard. Who owns the fucking world, man? The wicked, right? And who that should tell you who the wicked is. The so-called white man, Esau Edom. According to the Bible, he's Esau Edom. Not white, not European, not French. That's the Edomite. That's an Edomite, man. Which is the enemy of the people of the Lord, man. All these other nations, according to the scriptures, are our enemies, man. There's a saying, know your enemy, and how it goes, know your enemies, therefore you know who your enemy is. Something like that, man. These are all war tactics, right? Doesn't the scripture say we are in a spiritual warfare, man? So you got to know who your enemy is spiritually. You got to know what things he's going to use. You got to know these things, man, to stay on point with the Lord. You go to the book of Job, chapter 2. Book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Right, Job chapter 2, verse 1. It says, and it's titled, Satan's second affliction of Job. This is the second time that he went to afflict Job, man. Job was a man of the Lord, man. Right? It says, Job chapter 2, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord, man. You see, Satan also came with the angels. That's that council, man. Right? The council. He has his righteous on the right, and he has the wicked on the left. Right? That's the hosts of the Lord, man. The Lord created these spirits to do the Lord's work. Right? To present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Verse 2, and the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it, man. So Satan is telling him, I've just been down earth, man. I've been coming to and from, walking all around, seeing, doing what you told me to do, doing, putting out these spirits. And Satan answered the Lord, Salakia, verse 3, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, one that feareth God, and escheweth evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. You see, at the end of the day, if the Lord didn't give him the green light, Satan can't do nothing. So that goes to show you that the Lord is in control of evil and good, man. Verse 4, and Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. So you get the point, man. You see, if the Lord told them, go ahead, man, I'm gonna let you do what you want with him, but don't touch his life. Don't kill him. At the end of the day, the Lord is in control, man. The Lord is in control. And that also proves, man, that that Satan comes out to the world and does the work of the Lord, right? Proving that Satan is using people, but at the end of the day, it's all the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You know, and going back into this whole money thing. People think money is something, man. It ain't. In this world, yeah, it might hold some type of power or authority. Look at Andrew Tate. Everybody want to listen to Andrew Tate. Everybody thinks he's this and that. You know, but at the end of the day, that nigga don't even believe in God, man. He don't. How one day, how you gonna say, oh, I don't got anything against alphabet people, but just don't try to push it in there. Nah, man. You see, the Lord has something against that shit, especially if you are an Israelite, a so-called black, Spanish, and Native American man or woman, talking about you this and that. Especially that, he's gonna have a problem with you, man. And so are the men of the Lord, man. Why? Because we are a part of that body. We are a part of that spirit. You know, we're gonna be as perfect as the Lord is perfect. So of course, whatever the Lord hates, we hate, and when the Lord loves, we love, because we are part of that vine, man. So how is that a man of the Lord? How he don't believe in God, man? But he's selling himself. That's how he sells himself. You feel me? I'm pretty just like these influencers, these body. Man, listen. You know, only spiritual eyes are gonna be able to see that, man. You know, but the men of the Lord, man, they're not gonna be into this. We're not gonna be rich here, man. We're gonna be rich when the Lord comes and delivers us and gives us our new body. Then we will be rich. Then will we have the resources of the land. We will own land, man. We're gonna own land. We're gonna have servants. You know, we're gonna have houses that you cannot imagine, man. You know, we're gonna be able to go to other planets, man. Like the scriptures say, I leave and I prepare mansions and something, roughly paraphrasing. You know, I go to set up mansions for you or something like that. You know, that's truly rich, man. We will be poor on this side. It don't matter. You feel me? It says the book of Matthew, chapter 26. And I got two more for time's sake, right? Book of Matthew, chapter 26. Matthew, right here. Book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 11. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, when Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble you the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. Nah, that's not it, right? Nah, that's not it. Shalak, I think it's Psalms. Psalms chapter 10. Shalak, yes. Forgive me. Psalms. Psalms chapter 10. Verse 2. Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, and it's titled, Oppression of the Poor, man. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. You see, man? The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. Anyways, the point there is the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, man. You see, the wicked is going to persecute the poor. Those that ain't going to bow down and sell themselves, you know, to worship Satan at the end of the day, man. You know, we're going to worship, we're going to bow down the knee to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're going to worship him in truth and in spirit. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken on the devices that they have imagined. And the wicked are only going to be taken in their plans, man. The plan is going to backfire on them when the Lord returns, man. You know, that whole plan of the MOTB, everybody getting people chipped and all this crazy shit, this whole New World Order, that they want control of everything, every man and animal. That shit's going to backfire, man. You know, because the elect ain't gonna take that, man. Because we know once you get tagged, that's it. You're worshiping the beast, man. You know, and just because you ain't bowing down in a corner with candles and pictures does not mean that that's only the way you worship, man. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth, man. You see, and the wicked, right, is going to basically put it up for you. You want to be rich, you want to be famous, you want this, well, you're going to have to sell yourself, man, if you want fame and money, right? If you want fame and money, you're going to have to basically do what we want you to do, right? That obviously is stuff that the Lord hates, man. That's why it says what it says. Verse 3, for the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth, man. You see? So, you know, Lord willing, that was short and edifying, straight to the point. Until next time, shalom.